Kings are back at it on Easter Sunday, taking on the Utah Jazz. It's been a couple of days, Morgan, since I don't even like talking about what happened. The gut punch against the Dallas Mavericks, Malik Monk out at least 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks for him. How are you processing the last couple of days?
I took a deep breath yesterday and said, hey, everything's going to be okay. What does that mean? I don't know. But that's the way that the Kings have to continue to look at the rest of these games. And I felt like you and I, after we went to practice, we kind of felt that same vibe from everyone. They understood, what was at stake with these final games and what they have to do in these final games with high spirits, too, after everything that went down.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It was going to be tough with Malik Monk. It's even tougher without him. You're taking on a Utah Jazz team tonight, though, that is big-time banged up. Markkanen is out. Clarkson's out. John Collins questionable. They've lost 8 in a row. They've lost 19 of their last 22 games. During this 8-game skid, they're 24th in offense, 27th in defense. I'm not saying to overlook them, but I'm just saying this is a team that's not playing good basketball. You're at home. You got to start winning games. And this is a chance for other guys to step up. One, Fox and Sabonis are going to be playing bigger minutes now. And then it's up to others to be aggressive and find a way.
Yeah, and before we get into the others being aggressive and finding a way, you look at a team like the Utah Jazz and losing that many games in a row, and then they see that.
You're nervous.
No, I am, because then you go, okay, it's against the Kings that just lost another guy and just are coming off of a bad loss against the Mavs, a bad week against the Mavs. And here we go. We finally are finding maybe what we can do to get a win. You just don't want to give them any momentum. You don't want to give them any hope. You got to crush all of their dreams on Easter Sunday.
And you can't look too far ahead. Like, that's just the reality.
One game at
it's
a
like
time.
one game. I think I fall into this trap too, where I start going, all right, you win tonight. I mean, all right, you got the Clippers. Oh God, this is daunting. You got this team. You don't know what it's going to look like when those games take place. So you got to focus on tonight. And for the Kings, it's finding a way to bounce back and manufacturing things without Malik Monk, because let's be honest, Malik has been the Kings' third best player this year. And at times, through stretches of the season, he's been their best in games.
Yes.
Like, his ability to create, his ability to score, his ability to play with confidence. He doesn't get shook. He sets up his teammates. He brings life to the team. Well, that's gone, at least on the court. He could be around the team and try to lift guys, but his presence is gone. Who needs to step up? Like, what are you looking for?
And that's it. The other guys that need to be aggressive, I think the first name that you think of is Keegan Murray, right? And you go, when you see this guy aggressive, good things happen on the floor. We talked about this in another video that we just did yesterday. And then you talked about HB and what happens when he's aggressive on the floor. But starting with Keegan Murray, the last time that the Jazz were in town, Keegan Murray dropped 47 points on this squad. Like, where can we get that Keegan Murray again? Especially if he... I know.
You mean the 47-point one that hit 12 threes in the game? That's the version you want?
That's the version I want. That's the version you need on this Sunday. And I know he's going to have to be playing, some solid defense, putting a lot of energy on that end of the floor. But there's not one specific player that you're looking at on the Utah Jazz going, it's going to be a tough test. There's no Luka Doncic. But there's still other guys that you have to worry about. But my point to this being is that can he have all the energy, all the vibes he needs on the offensive end of the floor to remain aggressive and make some of those shots?
Look, there are shots available. Malik's not playing. Kevin Huerter's out for the season. Trey Lyle's still not back. He's questionable coming into this game. Same with Sasha. There's shots available. So, Keegan, you have to look to score.
Yes.
It can't be look in the past. You have to create. And sometimes it's not just looking to score. This is the other point I want to make. Same with Harrison Barnes. These guys just need to be threats. Attack. Attack does not always mean score. Can you put pressure on the defense? Get the ball moving to take some pressure off Fox and Sabonis, because the reality is, especially during this stretch where it seems like the Kings are struggling with shooting, even Monk before he got hurt was struggling with the shot, Keegan, all that stuff. Teams are packing the paint.
Yeah.
They're making life so hard on Sabonis. They're making life hard on Fox. those guys are always going to get the most attention. The others have to come through too.
It's not about being that catch and shoot threat for HB, for Keegan Murray, especially when the ball goes in the middle and then Sabonis has 3 guys on him. No. It's about you being willing to square up and attack the basket. We saw Harrison Barnes do that in that first half of the game against the Mavs. That last game, and good things were happening. Him being a threat, it opens up so many other things for other guys as well. So, just being aggressive, stepping up to a whole nother level. And that includes Keon Ellis in this. I know we have a smaller sample size with him and what happens when he's out there on the floor, but you know that he's capable. So he also has to shift that mindset.
And I feel like he has. Last game, he came out aggressive. I mean, he's taken more shots than Keegan at times.
Yeah.
And so Keegan has to adopt that same mentality. And then from the Kings bench perspective, right, Davion Mitchell's going to get the opportunity to handle a lot. And Davion's shown the ability to be more aggressive recently. He's got to take that up too. And I think he's ready for it. I am eager to see what it looks like, right? This is a good chance to take on a Jazz team that's struggling. Does Kessler Edwards start getting some more run too? He came in and had an impact against Dallas where he's playing some good defense. He knocked down all 3 of his 3-pointers. If he can knock down the 3 and play good defense, he's going to be forcing his way into this rotation. So it's interesting. And I know everyone felt down the other night. It really felt like the morning after Game 7 when you lost to the Golden State Warriors. But now, let's go. Dust yourself off. Let's
still
go.
Got games.
There's 9 games left, and there's play-in positioning. You're probably going to be a play-in team. You have to find a way with this group that's here right now to compete and give yourself a chance. And if you can get in the play-in game, you win a couple of play-in games, maybe one. You get a first-round series, and who knows what can happen.
Who knows?
One game at a time.
Thank you. One game at a time, please.
Let us know how you're feeling about Kings Jazz. Let us know how you're feeling big picture-wise, what you want to see, who needs to step up. Let us know in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll be live tonight after the game.
Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know.